All right, everybody, we are live. Here we are. Let me share a screen here so we can look at what's going on. Interesting day in the market so far. Let me actually do one thing while we're getting started. And we'll see if Robert's around this morning. Let's take a look at what's going on. I'll ping him while we chat here. One sec. What's up? It's firing up here slowly. There he is. Boom, boom. Right now, let's get back to work. So, looking at the market today, what's going on here? Checking things out. Stuff is starting up. All right. Okay, so everybody, good morning. Welcome to the NASDAQ and crypto trading moment in the morning. The market's just about to open. Actually, it just did. So let's hop on and see what exactly the NASDAQ is doing this morning. NASDAQ futures. So this is a 5-minute candle. Move things around so I can see what's going on here. Okay, we're streaming. All is good. Let me go like this. All right, so everybody, good morning. So right now we're getting a push this morning, I'm noticing. So looking at a 5-minute chart here, you can see that pre-market open, or you could say the 6:30 Pacific morning open, we've definitely had a push to the upside. On the 5-minute chart, we can see the Trendillo, the RSI is all looking good. The squeeze indicator is looking quite good. Probably about time for it to roll over. And the buy sell indicator that we use down here at the bottom, it just began to roll over. And all right, so we are above. We're kind of riding the five moving average this morning, and we're above the 10 moving average. The 5 moving average is above the 10. That's the white is the 5, the green is the 10. We're well above the 75 moving average that we see with the kind of purpley blue line there. So in general, there's definitely been a push, and we are continuing to push. Now, we are running into, I think looking at the 5-minute chart here, we probably will begin to move into some previous rejection levels here, previous levels here. So let's see what happens there. Let's also look at Top Step X here with these beautiful lines that they provide us. I need to, like I say, I always tell Robert I'm going to print that. Anyway, I'm not as lackadaisical and unfocused as it may seem sometimes. I just kind of work quite long, demanding hours at a regular day job, and so I have to squeeze my trading into like my like you guys are getting my free time that I have every day. So let's look at these spots here, the blue and then like the light blue there. If I look at my settings here, it's very important to look at these. They really tell you a lot. So we're above yesterday's value area low. Okay, we're heading down towards that right now. We actually wicked up to settlement from yesterday, and one of the things that I will do, I want to make myself a little like I say, I gotta print this and then make a little blurb for each one. Maybe I'll stick that on daily view, so you guys can see it too. Just an explanation of these, what these mean, because they're somewhat self-explanatory, but they're not exactly either. So we will. I'll make this. Let me make a point of that right now. I'm gonna make a note of that, just so I don't forget to do it, because I think that'd be a great thing to have up on the daily view. I'm gonna put daily view. Top step levels legend. That way we can have it available to us. So right now, let's check it out. We are looking at the 5-minute chart here on the NASDAQ. We had a push kind of pre-market, pre-6:30 market, then a slight push when the market opened. And now it seems like that's rolling over. Looking at the 5-minute chart, let's look at the 15-minute to see how that's looking. 15-minute definitely rolling over. 15-minute, you can see previous areas where we'll probably see resistance, but those are great targets. This is a real push. I mean, When did that start? About 3:30 a.m. and about 5:30, which would have been the east, which would have been part of the market. Part of the market opens at 5:30. Then 6:30 is the one that we're oftentimes watching. But that first market open really was an explosion. Now it's rolling over, so it seems like the 5:30 market pumped it, and now maybe we're going to see the 6:30 market start to roll over. Let's look at the other stuff to see how the day is going. So Nvidia waking up on a 15-minute candle, definitely making a little bit of a push, looking to cross that 75 moving average. How's Apple looking? Apple push open with a gap, 15-minute candle here. Apple definitely wants some action today. Microsoft open with a candle, I'm talking about Microsoft open with a gap, definitely pushing, hit that 15-minute, hit that 75 moving average, looking to cross that. How's Bitcoin doing this morning? Bitcoin, whoa, Bitcoin futures definitely took off early this morning. They're going to rolling over. It looks a lot like what the NASDAQ is doing. Let's look at like crude oil futures this morning. They're definitely beginning to open the day with a move. How is silver futures looking? Sideways, but slightly in the green. How about gold futures? Gold futures taking a hit this morning. So anyway, looking at the NASDAQ, there we go, 15-minute chart. Let's look at a 30 to see if we can see an overall trend of what's going on. All right, so NASDAQ, 30-minute. How's this chart looking? So if we look, we definitely can see these previous areas of that we'll probably find resistance if we start moving upwards. And the Trendillo is not in the green, but it's perking up. RSI is kind of rolling over. Because of the real push we had this morning, the squeeze indicator is in the green. And so is the buy sell indicator at the bottom. It says bull, buy, but you can kind of tell from the wick here on the 30-minute that we are in kind of a no man's land. Let's see what happens. Are we going to continue up or not? Let's go over to Top Step X here and let's look at the order book. So we did definitely bounce off this line here, which you can say I'm going to print that and put it over here so I can see. I will do that, by golly, today. Oh, we're getting a nice dump. Would I exactly short from here? I'm more of a longer, as everybody kind of knows, but it doesn't matter. Certainly could be shorting. I need to master my shorting skills. Definitely, I could see us going back down to the 75 moving average here. All the indicators are rolling over. In the 5-minute, we're seeing some nice downwards motion, and that's good. If you're not in on a long, then great. Would I short here? There's a chance we could get down here to the 75 moving average. I definitely think that's very, very possible. Um, for fun, I might check this out real quick with my leave page. Let me look with my crypto indicators. Crypto indicators. Yeah, 4 hour for the NASDAQ futures. It's basically doesn't have too much energy here on this chart. I wouldn't say for sure we're even getting ready to roll over. Let's look at a 30-minute chart with the crypto indicators. Definitely 30-minute, well below the 200 moving average and the 314 squeeze indicator does show a little bit of possibility, but in general, this is a pretty darn, weak chart. Looking at it from the crypto angle, let's look at a 45-minute chart. These do come in handy sometimes. 45-minute, we're just not too much energy on right now. We're seeing volume come in because the market did just open, but in general, this is not an incredible looking chart. Let's look at, since we're sitting here waiting for Bitcoin to do something. I'm sorry, NASDAQ to do something. Let's look at Coinbase for Bitcoin. 45-minute chart. It's weak, below the 200 moving average. Not too exciting. Maybe we're going to see an upwards push today, but right now it's not a very exciting looking chart. Let's look at XRP, USD over there on Coinbase. I'm mostly trading things that are very easy as far as crypto. Just easy things to trade on Coinbase. I just got tired of jerking around with the all the exchanges, the crypto exchanges. I do like them. It works. I need to trade harder, and I still use some of them, like KuCoin, MEXC, a bunch of them. But I just find that I'm just kind of doing somewhat lazy trades right now when it comes to crypto. Maybe longer longs, XRP, not too exciting here on the 45-minute chart. So in general, let's, since we're hanging out here, I will just mention bitcoindailyview.com. I need to get some things updated here, but you can find like the templates that we use for trading and such all here. And I need to spend some time on this guy this weekend and make it help people out a little bit more with it. Looking at FinViz here, the market is open. Has it had enough time to do anything? Well, we're seeing the Dow is up 0.39, NASDAQ down 0.48, S&P 500 down 0.02, Russell 2000 up 0.12. Not really getting a read yet, but right now the market's not opening strong. I'll put it that way. Looking at Bitcoin, 7 billion in trading volume so far. Last 24 hours, it's up 24%. We are seeing some energons in the crypto market as far as Bitcoin goes. Looking at Bitcoin, let's see. I'm seeing a lot of algorithmic trading here happening. I'm seeing some hand moves as well. It looks like we're seeing some buy pressure rolling in here. Still kind of early to tell, but definitely we're seeing some volume. I can see the algorithmic trading, but I'm also seeing some. As I know the numbers that people use for the algos use when they're trading, and I'm seeing some moves outside of that right now. So that's interesting, and there is some buy pressure coming in. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin could be, wanting to make a move today. We shall see. People are definitely playing the millions that it may. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, the order books are just exploding. What is getting these algos going? And like I say, hand trades, I can see it. Let's take a closer look at Bitcoin in a second to see what's going on, and we'll visit the NASDAQ in a second again. The big money at Binance for longs and shorts. The most volume out there is 70% long, 29% short. We definitely have a long bias. Looking at spot trading, all spot trading across the big exchanges, it's perking up, but it's overall not positive. Last 24 hours, we're seeing a little bit of it wouldn't surprise me if we get positive volume, for the sorry. I think we're definitely moving into possibly seeing a green, positive bias for spot trading, volume increasing over the last couple hours. So let's see how that rolls. But we're hitting the weekend. This could be a saggy weekend, which is not seeing a lot of energons going on here. Looking at live Bitcoin charts here, top Bitcoin, the top 100, Bitcoin coming in at 56,000. That's not much. And the top 100 mostly are in the red, a couple are in the green, but in general, Cardano down 5.2%. Sorry there, Cardano true believers. But definitely we are seeing nothing too exciting. Sui, whatever that is, SUI, that is up 6.5%. Someone showing up for work over there. Once again, let's look at XRP. XRP, 4-hour chart. I've just been kind of like playing with XRP recently, just trying to find an entry. I don't know why, just something gives me a feeling that XRP has got a move or two in it based on news and pure high octane, silly, not playing by the rules, speculation trading here, but well, there you go. So looking at a Fibonacci sequence, this does seem to kind of fit. We are in the weak area right now. I think we could definitely see a .5 bounce. We also could come back down to the 618. So I'm watching this guy. I'm watching XRP. I just have a feeling that we could get like a news pump. And that would be grand. Looking at XRP right now, 45 seconds. Well, that's not a bad looking chart for 45 seconds. 45 minutes. Let's go to that. Definitely not too exciting here. But I am kind of watching for this guy here to get above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart. And I think we'd have something kind of spiffy going on. As a matter of fact, I might even put an alert in for that. Let's do a new alert. Let's see, price crossing the 200 moving average. Boom. I'll definitely be interested if that happens. So anyway, just one of those trades that people probably shouldn't make. It's just pure speculation. So anyway, BTC USD. Let's look at it one more time. I was seeing just the volume get a little bit crazy. I should have my volume indicator here on this chart, but I do not. Anyway, looking at a 45-minute chart, the squeeze indicator the directional index, ADX, and also some volume. Looks like we might get a little bit of energy today. For Bitcoin, like I say, I really think until one of my rules of thumb, until you see a 45-minute chart go positive above the 200 moving average, I tend just to stay out of things, especially crypto related, mostly crypto related. If we go to this chart on the daily, let's see what's up. Daily chart, that Fibonacci, I have a Fibonacci sequence here. Let's look at that. Where am I pulling that in from? Okay, a previous low back on November 2022. Okay, so this is a big fib sequence, and yeah, see, the thing is, all this is like such a weak area. I really don't like getting in the game until you're getting a nice, .5 bounce or a 618 bounce, or if you really get down low and dirty a 786, that's like a beautiful, beautiful thing. That's like riding a classic. Like 70s motorcycle, like a commando, and like when it heats up in the morning and you're rolling down the road and it starts to get warm and you smell that like warm classic motorcycle engine smell. That's what a 786 bounce is like. Hmm. You don't want to miss that. Anyway, right now, Bitcoin, big picture, in my opinion, we're kind of in a weak spot. But you know what, though? We are also down at the green line here, the green moving average. That is this 314 moving average. And the white is the 200 moving average. So, on the daily, we're below the 200 moving average, which is like kind of weak. I mean, you can see kind of what happens back here. And when we actually do cross that moving average to the upside, it's an explosion. Well, anyway, a 314 moving average bounce. That is an interesting one. So we've hit it once, hit it twice. Let's see what happens. This is an area that we could bounce, but I would just say on a daily. But still, we are going to be stuck between the 200 and the 314 unless we really get a strong move and bounce up. But right now, Bitcoin, just honestly, a pretty darn flaccid chart. I wish I could say something a little bit more exciting about it, but it's weak. Okay, so let's go back to the NASDAQ while we're all here. Okay. One sec. Let me hop back to the other indicators. That's one too to look at, NASDAQ on the daily chart. Not something just to look at since we happen to be here. You can see that this is a fun thing to do with the NASDAQ daily chart. Oftentimes we're not even looking at these kind of time frames because we're psycho white knuckle traders. But look at that though. You can see, looking at the daily chart, that the NASDAQ here, the futures, this is a, I would say, let me adjust it a little bit. Let's get like here. Okay. I like that. Let's cut out some of the chop. Let's cut out this high back here because that's not real. I mean, it's real. I mean, people made billions, but I mean, let's look at this. Let's make a nice upwards channel. I feel like that guy, the little guy, used to like plant, do trees. Like, let's have some nice little happy trees and happy sky. But looking at this pulls things into perspective. We're always doing like 15-second trades, with the NASDAQ. And that makes sense because that's what we do. We're here to make money. And I myself, I don't have time for a long that's, over a minute and less than 3x. You know what I mean? So we're here to, get rich or stop out trying. But look at this daily chart on the NASDAQ. This is interesting. So it's above the 200 moving average, which is the white moving average, which is good. I can dig that. Okay. And what are we doing right now? We are visiting the bottom of this channel. Now we've broken above it. We've broken below it, but now we're back in it. And so really it kind of comes down to what's going to happen here. And you know what? A great way to know, honestly. Okay, so the squeeze indicator is looking good. Directional index is, okay. ADX is rising. No super volume. But what I want to look at here, let's throw an indicator in here. Okay, I'm going to mess with this chart a little bit here. Let me do like this. Bear with me. This will end up being profitable. This will end up being worth it. So thank you for your time and patience here while I do something a little nutty. Okay, let me turn off candles by Sam. They don't really matter, and we honestly don't even need this. Let me just hide that. This is all we really need is right here. Okay, and let me throw in MACD. I just want a traditional, not symbol. I want indicators. Yeah, indicators. I want MACD, just the traditional. Why is my world not working today? MACD. I just want one of the built-in ones. MACD strategy. Um, just favorites. No, I just want. It's funny. Sometimes when you just want, like, I just want MACD, the old school MACD. All right, let's. Sorry that I'm just gonna sitting here with dead air, but let me try this one. Okay, there we go. I just want boring ass MACD. Okay, so when you look at daily charts, this is where the slow moving kind of the MACD. It's an anvil that's worn out a lot of hammers. Okay, and it does have value, I think. And as we can see here, the MACD, what is it doing? The MACD is definitely trending down. So what I'm kind of interested in watching, this could be short land. I mean, we could be in for like some, time where shorts are going to be the most powerful play. But I'm watching, since at the bottom of this channel, what do we see here? We might see the tangent of the MACD turn positive, and if it does, I think that's where you see the big money, the Rockefellers, Vanderbilts, the big wealth management places. These old dudes who are sitting there in their like wool suit, are like, um, uh, you know, drinking their coffees, spiked with adrenochrome. Good stuff. But when they see that tangent go positive, I think that we might see some that might be darn good. So really, like I say, it's an old indicator, but it is an anvil that has worn out a lot of hammers, and right now it's negative, and we're at the bottom of a channel. That's a daily channel that really tends to work pretty good. I'm gonna also let's get crazy. Let's get really crazy here. And I'm going to throw in a fib retracement here, okay? And let's look where we are at, all right? It fits. We have done some visits to the 0.5 fib level and had good moves from there. Um, we're getting below this channel. So really, where might we bounce? I would say that looking at when the MACD tangent turns positive, and we're either at the 0.382 or the 0.5. Definitely, I'm watching this. I'm going to take this chart right now, okay, and I am going to publish. I'm not going to publish it right now because you guys are, it just takes too long. I want to share this. I want to, gosh, I just want to share it. There we go. Take a snapshot. I want to let's do a copy link, okay? And I will put that in the live chat for anybody who happens to be here, And I am going to publish that idea after this. I don't want to. Who's that? Bitcoin. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I will. I'll put this out there so you guys we can kind of share it. I think this is just it has value. I think. Now let's go back to Top Step here. And I know I was kind of rambling for a while, but what's happened basically? NASDAQ is dumping. It's a 15-minute chart, and we can see it's just dumping. It's below any important level from yesterday. It's below the. This is the VWAP. This blue line here, and I don't totally understand the calibration for the VWAP, but I tell you what though, when you're above and below it, you can tell. Okay, so we're definitely below it, and it's all about how far we're going to go. What's this little guy here saying? News: U.S. unemployment rate, U.S. non-farm payrolls impact high. That was 7:30 a.m. CT, so that would have been 6:30 here. So basically, yeah, I guess that news was not good. Let's actually, since we're all just hanging out here, zero hedge. Anything of note here? June payroll missed, but unemployment rate declines. Let's face it, the unemployment rate especially is bull crap. We know those numbers are just made up. Oh my lord, you know, uh, and pulling back from some recession, whatever that is, trigger as whatever. Okay, great, mixed, uh, whatever that headline even means. U.S. steel rises in Cleveland Cliffs as Cleveland Cliffs CEO reaffirms interest amid reports Biden prepares to nuke Nippon U.S. steel deal. Whatever. Um, let's see. Warren Buffett, BAFA dumpathon near $7 billion as questions swirl as to why. I like this picture of him sitting on the toilet. And I think that's how we really just should see this guy. He's so old world, bless him. But it's like, there you go. That's where he does his trading from. He's like totally incontinent now. He wears Depends. He poops himself. He's just like, but he plays the market with trillions. And there you go. I think this is a great symbol of a changing world. We are no longer going to be run by old farts like this who weren't really nice when they were young farts. So anyway, there you go. This is the changing of empire. And there you go. No more Mr. You're out of here, Mr. Warren. You can go and just retire on your toilet and no longer have to trade. You can just let your henchmen do it. Anything interesting? Payroll, treasuries, torched, whatever. Future slide ahead of critical jobs report. So anyway, I'm just seeing here. All right, so nothing too exciting. Boom, 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 boom. I love this picture of him. I kind of want to frame that. Actually, I really do. I kind of want to. It's a black and white picture. I could kind of like print that and like frame that thing and just like hang it up. Like, I love it. There you go. The old world is leaving, and I'll put that in the chat. The old world's leaving. I'm not going to do too long of a little stream this morning because I think I have to get to work. But ultimately, we're just waiting for. This to roll over, and let's look at the NASDAQ. I want to keep that. Let me keep looking at. Let me fire up a new chart here. I should go right here. Bonk. Let me go here. NASDAQ and looking at the 45-minute chart with the crypto indicators. This is pure poop. Unless you're scalping very, very short time frames, it's a crappy chart. Has a 30-minute look. Any energons there? We'll get back to our regular indicators here in just a sec. But big sell pressure. This is, 30-minute. It's crappy. And actually, you know what? Welcome to a BART pattern. Crypto traders know this really well. Up, over, dump. And it can go either way. And I would say one thing that you often do see is these things. I kind of call them like yin yang symbols, where you get like the up, like that. And then you get the down and then you get the up. And that is just purely a range that was already planned, was already known about. This guy here sitting on his toilet trading, he knew what was going to happen, and they make shit tons of money. And the retail tryhards get just ultimately hammered. And being a retail tryhard, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm saying it's we fall for that. That's why they do it. So anyway, let's go back to our fun futures indicators here. Let's go back to our little. We're not looking at that. We're looking at go on the NQ. There we go. And we look here at the forward chart. Let's get down to a 5-minute. And on the 5-minute, you can really see it very well. Once again, I would say, look at that. Welcome to the real world. As Morpheus says, that is a BART pattern right there. Little hair up there, And so now it's all about, will that BART pattern then complete? And I call that like a yin yang, BART pattern where it goes down and then it goes up. And like I say, that is a range that was predetermined, and it wrecks the shit out of people. So 5-minute chart, right now the indicators are still rolling over towards the negative, but they're going to start turning up. You can see the RSI tangent turning up. You can see the Trendillo tangent turning up. And now we're starting to see some action. Now look at that. This is the 75 moving average right there. We're below the 5 moving average and the 10 moving average on the 5-minute chart. But here we are now making a bounce off that 75 moving average. Are we going to make a bounce there? Let's look at what the pro traders over at Top Step X think. I'm looking for positions greater than 7. Right now, the pressure that I'm seeing right here is all downwards, but I have a feeling that there are longers who are holding their hand, hiding their hand, keeping it close to their chest. I think we're going to see that reversal, or maybe not, but I'm patient. I wouldn't short here. Not that I'm telling you what to do. I'm just saying I'm not going to short here. We're below any range yesterday that made any sense over there with the brilliant indicators that Top Step gives away, the Top Step levels. These are so important. I need to, once again, print screen. I'm going to send it to myself once again in hopes that I will somehow not screw it up and actually print these and make a legend. Okay, so, and boom. All right. To the clipboard, show in files. It's there, right? All right. Good. Okay, let me open that up. And there we go. I'm just going to put this over to the side. You guys probably can't even see what I'm doing. But let me actually just nix that. Okay, so now we're back. Anyway, guys, dashboard, Warren Buffett going potty. Let's see. All right, so NASDAQ on the daily. I think this chart has a lot of value. I will make an idea of this. I'll post it just because it's fun, And let's see what happens today. Really, I'm kind of watching, and I think, this is dumping beyond all comprehension. This is, and I tell you what, when a BART pattern does this, we are really in crazy land, because you've kind of got this, previous level here that that I'm noting, and it comes into play even beforehand. So you kind of have this previous level, and then you make a move off of it. You go up, and then you dump. But I've noticed that when you go past that level, that's when you're definitely into, dump territory. So, let's just see what happens. I got to get off to work. My hope is eventually I want to start getting up like at I do get up early, but I need to start get it worked out where I can actually get on the queue and start maybe even trading by 5:30 and just hit the stream. Then Robert will hop on when he hops on. And maybe just trade more time so we can get into more things. Right now, like I say, if we could confirm a bounce here, I mean, this could be a very, very powerful, play where you could just keep moving your stop up and see how that rolls. But the 1 minute chart, are we really rolling over yet? I don't know. This is craziness, people. How about a 15-second chart? How are we looking? 15-second, we're kind of pushing, getting above that 10 and that 5 moving average. These indicators look like we're actually starting to move up in the 15, but really we're still below the 75 moving average on the 15. What I might do actually is I'm going to set an alert, a new alert here for myself, and I'm going to say when the price is crossing the 75 moving average here on the 15-second chart, that's when I'm going to think we have some energy. It's tempting to get in here, but I'm going to wait. This is far too crazy. But if we make a move and break that 75 moving average, even though that's a lot to give up. I mean, if you think we're going to move up, I get it. And it may just rocket right past that. There's a part of me that wants to just make a total, redneck YOLO trade right now, because I think it very well could bounce here. But you know what? Plenty of people thought that it probably was going to bounce here as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good idea to do anything too drastic right now. Sorry that we missed Robert today. I did not get online as early as I would have liked, and neither one of us is really obligated to be here. Robert shows up, just because of grace, basically. He shows up and hooks us up, and anyway. We will see him, I'm sure, like Tuesday or so. Like I say, I'm going to work on maybe doing like earlier streams other days, like Monday and Thursday and such that are more like 5:30 to 6:30 or something. Anyway, I want to get online, be trading. I'm just going to stream it when I do it so you guys can see. I'm unsure what NASDAQ is going to do today. What is actually the rest of the market doing? Let's look at FinViz here. And let's check it out. FinViz, Dow is only slightly up. NASDAQ's in the red. S&P 500's in the red. Russell 2000 is in the red. Tesla's down today. NVIDIA is definitely not doing too hot. Apple and Microsoft are making some slight gains. But in general, there you go. Looking at Bitcoin, you know, interesting energy today, looking at the order book. Interesting energy. I don't know what it means, but I'm not seeing the standard algo trading right now. There's a little bit of a personal edge to this. And this is me being my eclectic self. Okay, so I'm just saying I see more of a personal edge to this. The Bitcoin trading is very weird today as far as the order book that I'm seeing here. It's not what I would expect to see. So anyway, watch Bitcoin. Quite interesting. Maybe people are shaken by the traditional market being kind of crappy this morning. We're starting to move here. Indicators are perking up on the 15-second chart. Maybe we're going to break that 75 moving average. That could be the case. That's what I'm waiting for. I'll get a little note and I'll hop on and see if that's a trade I want to make at the time. I'll reevaluate things. Thanks for being here, the many thousands of viewers, and we do it because we love it, and it'll get better. So take care. Thanks a lot.